Okay, what were their voices? Well, what was just said? Let's have a look. Oh yes, the puke. Monophone's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. What on earth is about to happen? Let's pray for Angie, so that Tatua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Tatua, please, take care of Angie.
It can't be!
Why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have a tour with her?
You don't know?
Clearly she didn't.
Weird!
That's not true. Andrew says... Andrew. Angie says a tour always by our side.
Damn it.
We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about a tour...
Right?
Yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game. Now, even though it's been 2 months, I do have some recollection of what happened. Wasn't... Oh, what's her name? I mean, I'm sure she'll pop up in a minute.
Really?
Oh, wait, this is part of the killing game? Well, someone got killed, so yes, Mew.
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way!
But who would do such an awful thing?
But...
Is that really what happened?
Huh?
could it be?
It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but...
Rise and shine, Ursine!
Why would the bears want to... Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a vomit-soaked entrance. How novel, and the puke is green again too. That's a pretty ominous sign. Ugh, I didn't know the murder happened. What's the deal, Monodam? I thought you were gonna make everyone get along.
It's okay.
Don't worry, overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That's been the case so far, yes. Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not?
It's fine.
Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. But how?
So then,
So, let's get started.
we are all friends.
Conduct a friendly investigation. Then we will have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first.
Oh!
Oh, look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass this out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monophony?
So,
By the way, I've been thinking, you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. Yeah, more green puke. This is really unlucky. Where is she keeping it all?
So long. Farewell.
so then,
As there's no use complaining, we are better off beginning our investigation. So we all know what we need to do, yes?
yeah.
Yep, I mean, for the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies.
Wait!
Not Gonta. No way Gonta ever get used to this.
Nope.
Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. The one person I'm suspecting hasn't actually said anything this whole time. That's nice and all. It seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin.
Unfortunately.
Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice.
You're right.
That's true. I don't really have a protagonist voice. It's just my voice. But still, it's strange. This is a bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room. And in the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual.
Shuichi!
And there's Kaede, who's been stabbed through the chest, pinned to the wall. Alright bro, I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaito?
Okay.
We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
Seems like...
The culprit? Is it really someone among us that killed Angie? I get how you feel, Samugi. But do you have to repeat that titled line every time? Oh no, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student?
Huh?
Huh? Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hang upside down as part of the ritual.
Could it be?
Maybe the ritual succeeded, and the resurrected person killed her.
Hey!
What? Shut up already.
What?
It's her fault. Telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Kaito, are you alright?
Damn.
Sure, sorry Shuichi. I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Thanks, Kaito. Your confidence is uplifting. Kaito left, still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve buzzing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage.
Jeez.
You've clearly settled right into your psychic role.
It's okay.
I don't need him to give me orders. So few people left. I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well...
So, where should we first start? Saw the word first directly below start, and that sort of flowed through there. So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
You're right.
Yes, let's take a look. Again, the two most suspicious people did not say anything. Victim is Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. The body was found in the ultimate artist's lab. Time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. Was it? Or is that just not relevant in this situation? Cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. The forehead also has a laceration. Stab wound to the back of the neck. By the sword that's been incapable? That's brutal. The Monokuma file included the time of death this time. Yeah, I pointed that out. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. Probably can't rely on witness testimonies.
But...
So, the murder happened at night time after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Atua said. What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council. Yeah.
Why?
Member of the student council. That's...
All right.
We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together.
It's impossible.
I can't.
Himiko?
There she is. She's the one I think committed the murder. Thank her. Probably because she really wanted to break the brainwashing on Himiko. I can't do it. Can't investigate Angie's body. But if we don't make it through the class trial, everyone will die.
Whatever.
I don't care anymore.
Huh?
What?
What a pain.
Surviving and everything else is too much of a pain.
What was that?
Then why don't we just use your magic to revive Angie? I just still have not got a voice for her. Not that I have really a voice for anyone, but... yeah.
Please stop!
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
We cannot say that with certainty, no. What if we create an effigy of her? Could we still do the ritual? Would we want to?
Huh?
Excuse me?
No.
Well, of course, resurrecting her is impossible. There's no way we can speak with Angie.
You see,
We can summon her spirit with a seance called the Caged Child. Seance?
What are you trying to pull?
Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, no time for jokes.
I am serious.
Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation.
Huh?
For our investigation.
Yes.
If we speak with... Got some whistle in there. If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close.
Well, you know.
First, a resurrection ritual, and now a seance? Are you messing with us?
Do you understand?
I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written in our literature, the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times.
Huh?
Many times. On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this, yes?
No.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something...
However...
Ooh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes?
What?
My earlier theory?
Therefore...
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into a class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head.
Well...
So to prove such a thing impossible, I think it's best we consult Angie herself.
Incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar, to say the least. Holding a seance to find out about the ritual. We're gonna fight the occult with the occult?
Okay.
Well, we can't worry about this forever. We might as well just go with the easiest solution.
How exciting.
Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
Huh? I'll help too.
Huh?
Huh? You too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything.
Well...
Seance or whatever it takes, I'll do. I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone.
Do whatever you want. Yes!
Okay, I will.
So then...
But now we have 4 participants, Kikichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the Caged Child requires 5 people. Still one short. Fine, then Keyboy can come too.
You're right.
What is she piling on? I guess we can't be picky.
Why?
Why am I being forced to participate and be treated like a burden?
Well then...
So then, we need a place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it? How about your lab?
No.
No, in order for the Caged Child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. Oh, okay, so they gonna go into those empty rooms with no light. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough. Then, how about those empty rooms?
That's...
Empty rooms? The ones on the 4th floor? There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm fine with that. Why do I feel like if we use one of those empty rooms, somehow these effigies are gonna like get possessed by those ghosts that are in those rooms, which are the two monocubs and Monokuma.
Listen up!
I agree with Himiko.
Tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room's always the best for stuff like this.
I see, yes.
Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from our lab. Are you really going to do this?
Do you understand?
This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. You're not going to actually investigate the scene?
This is stupid.
Are they serious about this stupid seance?
But...
Perhaps they're just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Phew, and of course I can't talk to the 2 suspects. Tenko being the obvious and Himiko being the second most obvious. Well, that wasn't the button I wanted to press. Oops, that's that. There we go. Not much to look at. Just the obvious. Okay, let's start with the door. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. Yeah. Okay. Well, the book was... is. Why can't I look at the book? Or is that just lumped in with Angie's body? I guess so. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room. No, she's not on her side rather than face down.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Let's hurry up and do it. Can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Yep, they keep hammering that home. Oh, now I can look at things a bit closer. Look at the Necronomicon. Ah, this book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes, and if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. Well, those are some pretty clean pages for the Necronomicon. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. It's a creepy Monokuma over there. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Close your eyes and wait. After a while, feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps to the resurrection ritual.
this is stupid.
And you really believe this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Necronomicon has been added to truth bullets. Great. And let's look at the stab wound in the back of her head. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. Sneak attack, most likely.
Well,
Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head while stabbing her from behind. I just assumed she got stabbed in the back of the neck, then fell forward and hit her head.
but
The 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah,
Suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep. It's not bleeding much. Yes, because she hit her head when she fell after she was already dead.
huh?
huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this... What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be relevant to the case. Look, there's hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? Good
But
question. I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Well, that's true. Well, even so, guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. Don't beat yourself up over it. Kind words from Maki, okay?
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Sorry, joking. Couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke though. Oh, look at that last. Four effigies hung upside down make the scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams in the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all these wax figures. It's weird how half the sentence is voiced. Is this rope from the warehouse?
you're right.
I believe so, and that means there won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. That is a good point. Anyway, I know these effigies are just wax. It still creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? Why this effigy? I think all the effigies are hanging upside down, aren't they? Not sure.
what is it?
It's not. Then why are they like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right. If they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? Culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? Bum bum bum. Okay, and then blood apparently is a separate thing. Can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. Must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. Oh. That fits the 2 AM time of death listed in the Monokuma file. You mean before we found the body? Not before she was killed. Angie's body appears exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There are several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. Think about all the evidence in combination. That might tell us something. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
The only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Thanks? Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? Something more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless. Anyway, let's continue. Now let's look at the back door. This door is to the lab's back door.
Is this...
There's something on there. This door has a sliding lock, and it's still locked.
That's true.
That's because no one has used this door since we came in here. I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Hey,
Oh wait, what's this? There's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Gold and shiny? Could it be?
Is that alright?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
so what?
To unlock it, go ahead, do what you want. Carefully touch the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts. Softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
This lock will slide without much effort. So they came out that door, but somehow rigged it to lock when they closed. So what's gold? Oh, that's the katana. Okay. That's right. Kikichi was handling that katana and got gold flakes all over his fingers. And he would probably know that. So, filling him out. So, do they somehow lock it with the katana? Whether you lock it or unlock it. Could be an important clue.
Well,
Curious about this rear door too. There's something else that bothers me. Lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. I'm going to investigate the front door too. I'm going to take a closer look at it. Okay, now let's just look at the katana.
Damn it!
Who did this and why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Mikey nudged me aside and gripped the katana. Pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah!
Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't...
What is it?
So check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protests and stared at the katana for a while.
Is
Good talk.
this...
It's a real katana. There's gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so?
Okay.
You can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the blood stains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well. It would be enough to stab.
But...
Why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
To implicate Kyo? Our best friend? Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
could it be...
Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab's on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they need a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon.
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used the sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. How do you botch killing someone with a katana? Especially if you're a trained assassin. I don't know if she said it was one of her first jobs, but surely she was trained before that. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. How did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on his katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
Must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Keide's effigy.
Hey,
Going to put the katana back where we found it. It's too hard to watch, look away. This way, we don't need to create any new animations, and we can just leave the sword in the scene.
Okay.
I say that, but the sword is missing from the scene. The sword is now
By
back
the
in the
way-
scene. Even so, why was a weapon used stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then, what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue.
Okay.
There. The Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Yeah, let's do that. So everyone else has gone anyway. So, can we look at her hands? Does she have gold flake on them? Probably not. Well, I'm just wondering whether they somehow swung her to block the door. Hence why she's all the way over there. And the sword was pinned to it. How long has the mouse cursor been in the center of the screen is another question. Okay. Oh yeah, still gotta talk to people. Hello, Gunter.
Why?
A murder at nighttime. Strange. Impossible even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right!
The student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
you.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But...
But it's a tour's rule. Angie say he punish us if we not follow his rules.
But...
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here that night. Huh? She was?
But...
No way. Student council would never break their own rules.
Right!
They should have been asleep in their own rooms. Just a good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she was asleep in her room and get brought here.
Gonta, idiot!
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Gonta no could save you. That's a lot of moisture coming from his face. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. What about us? Weren't we exercising or anything? I do forget that. Okay, Samugi. Not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tanko be the culprit? Why is she suggesting this?
Huh?
Huh? Tanko. Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything. Earlier, I heard Himiko say that Tanko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tanko?
Actually...
Because as a member of the student council, you would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
Ah.
Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. Said she would only unlock the door if you heard a student council member's voice. Oh no, Kibo. Kibo with his recordings.
That's true.
I would certainly point to Tanko. She did. Wait, Kibo is already a student council member. Guess that doesn't matter. I would certainly point to Tanko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
Yeah, it's not like I want to suspect Tanko, but since only student council members would have been let in here. So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Miko, Tanko, Samugi. Of that group, Tanko is certainly the most suspicious. Well, that pretty much immediately discounts her as being the actual suspect. This busty brainy beauty has this all figured out.
Huh?
Huh? You know the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? Culprit? That.
Hey,
Shuichi, do we really have time to be listening to her?
Wait!
Wait, goddammit, are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell ya. You better thank me for this.
You know,
I know you're all dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be...
Diversions?
Listen up!
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. Mikey turned and walked away. Can't say I blame her.
What was that?
Huh? The hell's her problem? Is she on the rag or something? So Angie's made these wax dolls, huh? Their resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Hey! Me tried to look up the wax figure's skirt.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop that.
What?
I just want to see if the doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? You excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now? My god.
Ha! Fucking virgin!
If you like wax dolls so much, then go doll already. I'm starting to agree with Marky. Talking to me is a waste of time. Yeah. Okay, Marky,
Hey.
let's go. I just want to confirm something. Go to this lab. You sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. And who said the back door was locked? Did anyone check that? Or did someone say that? It really is locked.
I knew it.
Front entrance was locked until Kikichi picked the lock to open it. Kikichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them in the keyhole. Yep.
Hey,
That's true.
Whoops. Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him? It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocups took the key. Yep. And he Monodam swallowed the key.
then
So Kikichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kikichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. So an inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased.
Huh?
The front door was locked from inside the room?
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. The culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. If it was the person who said the back door was locked and no one checked it, then they could have locked it while we were all talking about the body. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. Front door, yeah. I think we already talked about this.
Is this...
A locked room mystery, yes.
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocups. Both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rely on Kikichi's lockpicking, right? I could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly,
That's true. Is that a thing? Can you pick an unlocked door to lock it? I mean, I guess so. Never really thought about it.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. He's always suspicious. That's probably why he is the way he is, just so eventually he can commit a crime and be like, well, I'm always like this. I think we finished investigating everything for now.
Got a minute?
you're
Yeah.
right.
Investigate the ultimate anthropologist's lab.
That's true.
Whoops. Need to stop mashing the X button. That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. It did, because we saw it when we first went there. Something wrong, Marky?
By the way,
Just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. Not as if I asked you. It's fine by me. It's true that Marky is a tremendous help to me. Okay. Let's now go to the Kyo's lab.